English made easy. Hey guys! Bored of those vocab lists? Me too. At 1 Degree North Companion, we're turning wordly wise into an adventure to make learning actually interesting. Let's jump in. Book 3. Lesson 7.
Welcome. Here in the theater of words, every single syllable holds a secret. And, well, every phrase is a potential illusion. Tonight, we're not just learning words, we are going to learn their magic.
You see, the greatest magicians, they aren't just born with their powers. Nope, they are masters of preparation. The real secret, the one that's hidden way behind all the smoke and mirrors, is that magic is practice. It's about understanding the fundamentals so deeply that you can make the impossible look completely effortless. And the very same is true for the magic of language. So let's let the first lesson begin.
You know, every performance actually begins long before the curtain ever rises. It starts backstage, in all those quiet moments of preparation. And for any performer, the very first piece of magic they have to master is a single, really powerful word.
And that word is act. Think about it. It can be a single, subtle movement. An act of kindness, maybe. It can be the huge performance, the magic act itself. And it can structure the entire show, the first act of a play. See, the word itself is a performer, taking on all these different roles at once.
And here's a little piece of advice for you. If I were to advise you, I'd say that misdirection is your greatest friend. You got to make the audience laugh right before the hardest part of the trick. Did you notice the difference there? The idea I gave you is my advice. The action of telling you is to advise. It's a subtle but really powerful piece of word magic. All right, let's move out of the shadows of the backstage and right into the spotlight. For our first illusion, we only need 2 things, a coin and this simple glass. We'll call this little trick the transparent deception. So watch closely. The key to this whole trick is this glass. It's transparent, and what that means is it lets light pass right through it so you can see whatever's on the other side. Nothing is hidden, or is it? The secret, you see, is hidden in plain sight, inside the word itself.
This word, it has its own secret code, built from ancient Latin. Trans means through, and parere means to show. So transparent literally means to show through. The word's own definition is perfectly transparent. And that is the foundation of our illusion.
Now, I place the glass over the coin. I cover it with this cloth, I say the magic words, and it's gone. The coin has vanished. It has completely disappeared from sight.
But where did it go? The secret isn't in where it went, but in the word we just used. Vanish actually comes from the ancient Latin word vanus, which means empty. The space is now empty, just as the word's ancestor intended. The magic was in the word all along. Okay, for our next act, we're going to trade the coin for a deck of cards. This illusion is a classic of misdirection, a little deception that plays with your expectations. It takes a delicate touch and, a little bit of flair. I start with 4 cards, which I fan out, just like this. See that perfect arc? This simple action, that's the verb. And of course, if you're a big admirer of magic, you might call yourself a fan. Both of those words spring from the very same root, an opening up, a display of appreciation. I'm showing you 4 jacks, but with just a slight twist of the wrist, presto, I reveal 4 additional cards that were hidden the whole time. The secret to a great trick often lies in the additional things the audience never even suspects are there. So, the crucial question is, how did I do it? The whole goal of any good illusion is to mystify the audience, to puzzle and confuse you in a way that just creates a sense of wonder, to make you sit there and ask, how is that even possible? That feeling, that little bit of delightful confusion, that's the heart of magic.
Let's move on to our next act. This is an illusion that needs no special equipment, just this ordinary dollar bill and a mind that can hold on to a secret. This is a feat of pure memory and manipulation. First, I crumple the bill into a tight little ball. To crumple something is to just crush it, to press it into this mess of wrinkles and creases. Every fold you see on this bill is like a landmark in a map that only the magician knows. For a trick like this one to work, every single step, every fold and unfold has got to be perfect. The magician has to memorize the entire sequence, learning it by heart until it's just second nature. There's absolutely no room for error. So we've got misdirection, hidden cards, a sharp memory, but what is the single most powerful tool a magician has to control what you see and when you see it? It's not the wand, and it's not the top hat. It's something much, much simpler.
It's the pause, that momentary stop, right before the reveal, that brief silence just before the magic happens. A pause builds tension. It directs your attention. It's the moment the entire illusion pivots on. Without the pause, there's no magic. There's only movement.
And so here we are, at the end of our show. We have seen how words like act, vanish, and mystify aren't just vocabulary. No, they are the very building blocks of illusion. And now, for the final revelation.
You see, every great magic trick and every powerful word exists in this beautiful tension between two forces. It's a battle between what is transparent, what's clearly shown, and what is meant to mystify, what's cleverly hidden. Language, just like magic, is a performance that has to balance clarity and mystery.
The secret is now yours. Words are the oldest magic there is. They can reveal and they can conceal. So I ask you, what is the first magic spell you will choose to memorize?
Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. I'll see you in the next one.